Hey guys, I decided to continue with the long videos again. The shorter ones, for the most part, were not as well received as the longer ones are. So we're going to go back to making the longer tarantula feeding vids. So today we're going to start off feeding the Nhandu chromatus, the giant white striped bird eater. Or just white striped bird eater. Oh yeah. Very good eater. Alright. Moving on. Here's my Acanthoscurria chacoana, the Bolivian salmon. Let's see if she would like a cricket. Oh yeah. That's how she always takes her food. Crunch. Yeah, she's gorgeous. When I was in the process of topping off her her water dish, she immediately went to attack it, so I knew she was ready to eat. That's the type of feeding response the Acanthoscurria has. Alright, move on to the next one. And you know how I like to do these back to back. This is my Acanthoscurria geniculata, the giant white knee, and let's see how hungry she is. I'm really surprised that she didn't climb up the tongs, because she has been known to do that. I was ready though. Could this be an Acanthoscurria actually denying food? Or did I just spook you? Surely you jest. I don't think you're due for a molt. Because usually when an Acanthoscurria refuses food, it's because they're in pre-molt, but just seems way too soon for that. You know, she's a female. But maybe she just got spooked. I don't know. It's just unusual for her. Well, I'm going to offer her a superworm in case she just doesn't want a cricket. That could be the case. That has happened before, where I'll give a food to a tea, and I'll turn it down, and then I'll give it something different, and he'll take it. So let's see if maybe she might like a super. That is, if I can get it up here. Nope. Okay then. Well, I mean, it's rare, but even a Acanthoscurria can maybe be full eventually, but maybe she is in pre-molt. Just seems too soon for that. It's a little harder to tell with teas that already have such dark abdomens to begin with, and this one hasn't flicked that many hairs where I could see the abdomen very well. But anyway, we'll just keep an eye on her, keep her hydrated. Alright, moving on. This is my Brachypelma smithi, and this one does indeed appear to be in pre-molt. The abdomen is definitely dark, and it kind of has that shiny look, more so over here, about right there. And also the colors of the legs, you know, the orange is faded. So I'm going to say that this one's in pre-molt, and I'm going to hydrate it, and hopefully we'll get a molt from this one soon. Alright, next. This is my Thrixopelma pruriens, the green velvet. And this one attacked the water dish as I was giving it water as well, so I'm thinking this one's ready to eat. Oh, wow. I think I'll give you two. Gobble them up. Man, beautiful. He's a immature male. He's the only sexed male that I have right now. That's 100% male. But you just can't beat that green, dark green, and the red hairs all over the body. Beautiful tea. Alright, we'll let him eat. Next. Here's my lovely lady, the Bumba cabocla, the Brazilian redhead. Doing fabulous. And let's see if she'll take down a cricket for us. Wow. Oh yeah. One of my best eaters right there. She takes it down just like the Euophalis species blue that I have. Whew. Major gusto. Look at that red carapace. Man, you just can't beat that. My favorite color is red, so it's natural that this one would be a favorite of mine. Definitely one of my favorites. Can't wait to watch this girl continue to grow. But she already has her adult coloration. She's lovely. Alright, we'll let her eat. Next. This is my Brachypelma vagans, and as usual, this one is hiding in its cave. And it's going to go even deeper in its cave where we can't see her. But she's really not a fan of eating right now. But I just wanted to show you her as best as we could see her anyway. She's already got a very plump abdomen, and I keep wondering when she's going to molt. It's been a while. So, brackies are slow growers, and she's a female, so it'll take a while, but we'll see. Alright, we'll move on. Here's my Acanthoscurria insubtilis. I think it's called the Bolivian orange. Striped knee or something like that. I never can remember the common name of this one quite yet, but we'll give it a little pinhead cricket. And I can't remember if this one's ever taken food on camera, but we'll see. Oh, no hurry to get it. So, I'll definitely be checking on this one later. Okay, alright. I'll just give this one some hydration, and then we'll move on to a different one. Alright. You get back in there. This is my Iridopelma hirsutum, the ribbed tree spider, always trying to escape. Walks like an avic. Cute as all get out. You better eat, you're getting thin and scrawny. Get that cricket. Isn't that precious? You gonna get an attack for us, huh? You've never attacked for us. These have a tendency to leap about when they get excited, just like the avics do. It's an arboreal, so they're more likely to. Get that cricket. Get it. Isn't it precious though? I love the colors. They have that cinnamon color stripe going down the abdomen there. Really cute. Hey, no, 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 no. You get in there, your dinner. Alright, well this is another one apparently I'm going to have to check on. You know what though? Let's see. I don't think it's too big. I don't think so. But I'll check on it later in case it hadn't been eaten yet. Alright, we'll move on. This is my Grammostola porteri, the normal color form, G. rosea, Chilean rose, and not one of my best eaters in the world, but I'll offer her a cricket anyway. Let's see, there's one. Yeah, she did not get the beetle that was in her enclosure the other day, but I don't think she likes beetles anyway. But yeah, I'm not surprised that she didn't take it. She just, well, she's just a typical G. rosea and not a fan of eating. Nope. Well, I tried. But she is doing awesome. Alright, we'll move on. Here's my Cacoana brunnipes, dwarf pink leg. And these are really good about escaping when you're trying to feed them. But anyway, these are scavenger teas, so they're not picky whether or not you give them dead or live prey. So I am going to leave the cricket down here in its burrow, and hopefully he or she'll get it later. Alrighty, next. Here's my Acanthoscurria chalcodes, the desert blonde. And another one that's not a good eater, on camera anyway. Very slow growing species. And if I could catch one of these pinheads, we'll be in business. But, see, like, I get that away from me, it's food. Well, that's the way it goes. Well, hopefully he or she'll get it later. Alright, next. Oh, let's just get this one out of the way. This is the pet hole. Probably the most pet hole of all of my entire collection. The only reason why I even know this one's still alive is that I see dirt shift around when it gets startled, but I don't actually get to see the tea. So that's the way it goes. And so I'm just going to leave those in there, and just like with the other teas, check on it later. Come on, you gotta at least come out a little bit. This is the orphanaceous species blue, the Panay Island blue. And like I said, I rarely see it. I mean, it's made some tunnels. Yeah, so I know it's happy. but I don't really get to see it, so that's the way it goes sometimes. Alright, we'll move on to another one. Hopefully we can see the next one. Here's my Phormictopus cancerides, the Haitian brown bird eater. Let's see. Well, yeah, I figured that one would be starving. And just like all pea cancerides, this one's definitely going to have an attitude. Already has given me a threat posture before. So, aw, giving it a little happy dance, and there's a cricket leg that came off. Yeah, I love these guys. They have some real spunk. And they grow to be very huge too. What about 8 inches or so? Pretty big. The females get really big. Alright, let her eat. Next. It's alright, it's a little blurry, but this is my Poecilotheria rufilata, the red slate ornamental. And I meant for that to go down. Doesn't always go as planned. This one loves mealworms. It gobbles them up. It's a little blurry. Oh. Now how are you supposed to catch it with your butt? Get it. Oh, she will. I've seen her dig up worms that had burrowed and eat them. So she'll get it. But, you know, I'm going to check up on it. I had a very unfortunate incident happen recently that really tore me up, and I didn't want to talk about it for a while. But my Vicularia porphyria was killed by a mealworm, one of these guys right here. It had already hardened up from the molt. It had been over a week, and it was that last video of it where I offered it 2 worms, and it took one, and it's one of my best eaters too, and apparently it left the other one alone. And then I found it dead, and the worm was living, the tarantula was dead, and the tarantula had a wound in the abdomen that was causing it to bleed, and the tea apparently bled to death. So guys, just a warning to you, even take your mealworms out. It was very devastating to me because that was one of my favorites. So yeah. And it's not like the tea was molting. You know, it was perfectly capable of defending itself, and for some reason it's like it let the worm kill it. So yeah, bad. Alright, well, I know this one will get it once I take the light off of it, so we'll move on. Here's my Euophyllus parvulus, the Chilean gold. And we'll give this one some mealworms here. And check on it later. But this one's a very good eater too, so. There you go. Kill those mealworms in vengeance over the death of my porphyria. Kill them. Very good. Awesome green carapace. Look at that. Oh man. Beautiful teas. gold femurs, green carapace with gold highlights, the reddish hairs on the abdomen with the mirror patch there. I mean, come on. I want to see more of these in the hobby, guys. So get them. Alright, next. Here is my Paraphysa scrofa, the Chilean copper. Took down a mealworm in the last vid with major gusto, but apparently is a little hesitant to take the pinhead at the moment. So, but I'm sure he'll get it. So, I'll just check on it later, make sure he got it. Alright, we'll move on. My Vicularia metallica is still doing well. Made its little web there, connected to the branches like they like to do. Vicularia metallica, the metallic pink toe, doing really well, and I just put a little baby pinhead in there, and hopefully this one will eat. This one's not a huge eater quite yet, so we'll see. Alright, next. If you want a slow grower in your collection, get either an Aphonopelma, seemanni chalcodes, but especially the chalcodes, or get this one, the Nhandu carapoensis, the Brazilian red. And this one actually did attack food. Oh yeah, there you go. That's 2 in a row that this tea has attacked food. And this one usually is camera shy. So I am pleasantly surprised to see this one eat again. Awesome. Will you enjoy that? Alright, next. Here is my smaller of Phobopus murinus, the skeleton. And I'm going to offer this one a mealworm. And all I saw was a little leg there, so... Oh, there it is. A little bit better over here. Let's see if I can get that. Oh, yeah. Hello. Come on. You like to eat. Eat. Now, where did that silly worm go? Oh, well. Don't let it chomp on you like the porphyria did. I tell you what. Oh, there it is. Here, scoot over. There you go. I know. Come on, get that. You know you want it. Come on. Now, what's the matter with you? Would you rather have a cricket instead? Alright. Maybe you're tired of worms. Let me get you a cricket. Picky, picky, picky. Now, let's see what we got. I think, oh, there it went. I hate them, I hate them. Now, I know you're not due for a molt, so you already molted. So I'm not concerned about that. Well, the cricket must have hid it in the burrow, so. But, doing great. You could see the green on the abdomen there, and the skeletal pattern already on the legs. I love how it already shows that. Looking great. Yeah, this one usually attacks on camera, so I'm kind of surprised it hasn't. But, that's the way it goes sometimes. Oh, you did not fail me after all. Thank you. Now your reward is to enjoy your meal in peace. Alright, we'll move on. This tarantula is one of my sweethearts. She lets me hold her. This is the... Oops, sorry about that, guys. This is my Acanthoscurria seemanni, the Costa Rican zebra. And let's see if she would like a cricket. Not one of my best eaters on camera, but she usually ends up getting it later, but we'll check on her later. She's a sweetheart, aren't you? Alright, we'll move on. Well, you might be able to see a leg, like right there, of my Psalmopoeus cambridgei, the Trinidad chevron. And let's see. Oh yeah, I knew she was hungry. She took that and ran. Yeah, well, you enjoy that. Yeah, there she is. She's gorgeous. Alright, moving on. Okay, this is another pet hole. This is my Heterothyle villosella, the, let's see, Tasmanian chestnut, I think is the name of the common name. Well, she disappointed me in the last video and did not take the food on camera. But let's see if she will this time. He or she. Way too small for me to sex it. I think I see some legs. But, yeah, I think I do. I think. Well, I don't know. I'm not 100%. Oh, hello. Get it. And these are also awesome webbers. This little thing has made a lot of webs. Come on. Oh, now what are you? What is your problem? Get that worm. I wonder if this one molted not too long ago because, well, I haven't seen them molt, so maybe, I don't know, it just seems bigger than I remember it. But it's obviously hardened up anyway, but if it had molted, but this one is just being very finicky. Eat your dinner. We don't have all day. I have other teas to feed. Just grab it and go. Oh boy. Alright. I'll check on it later, and if you don't want it, you can have a cricket. Alright, next. Here is my very hair flicky Glaciodora parahybana, the salmon pink bird eater. And let's see if she would like a nice juicy cricket. I got several in here still. Whoop. All right. I knew she would. move on, let her eat. Before this one disappears, I wanted to show you my Chilobrachys dyscolus. Gorgeous. Well, it'll definitely be gorgeous as it gets older. Right now it's just kind of a, plain old brown color tea, but as it gets older it's going to have some really cool blue coloring on the legs. So, doing awesome. So I'm going to offer this one a pinhead and see if this one will eat for us. Let's see. That one's too small. Well, let's try this again. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, there he goes. Awesome. I'm gonna drag it to its burrow. Oh yeah, Chilobrachys are some of the best webbers out there. Yep, a lot of shadows here, but very cool that we get to see this one. Or you go web over it and then take it later. Yep, some teas do that. Some will drop their prey after they've killed it and they'll web over it and then they'll take it and eat it. And then some just go straight to eating it without webbing it. Alright, well, I'm going to give this one a little bit more water because they do like it a little on the humid side. Alright, we'll move on. Here's my Grammostola pulchripes, the Choco Golden Knee, doing awesome. And just like with my porteri, this one doesn't eat a whole lot, although it does eat more than the porteri does. I think part of it is that this one's very camera shy. But it does end up eating eventually. There's no more Mr. Cricket. Alright, that one's too small. There, I got you two of them in there. Have at it. Knock yourself out. But, really cool teas done. They get large too. About 8 inches also. Alright, well, we'll let this one eat off camera. Alright, next. Here's my larger Brachypelma abopilosum, the Honduran curly hair. And she's been kind of fasting for us here lately. So I'm wondering if she's in the earlier stages of pre-molt. And she's incredibly calm. I mean, she's normally docile, but I can just tell that she's kind of showing pre-molt behavior. So, but since these are very slow growers and she is a female, she's going to be in pre-molt for quite a while. So, but she's doing great, and she is normally an excellent eater. But I'm not even going to offer her food. I could tell that she wouldn't take it. If she's that catatonic, she's not going to take it. So, alright. The infamous angry Triniocillis murinus, the OBT, orange baboon. It doesn't take much to make her angry. And let's see if today will be no exception. That is, if I could catch a cricket. Well, these crickets are driving me nuts. Now, yep, she turned around like she always does. And she's got her fangs out like always. This is a very typical behavior of one of these. Yep. Oh, that poor cricket. Definitely not for a beginner. But silly me, when I first got her, I had only had experience with one tarantula prior to getting her. She was the second tea I owned. But I knew what to expect. I'd already done my research and all that, so. But she's definitely no exception to the rule as far as their defensiveness goes. Boop, 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 boop. Yep, take out your frustrations on that cricket. Okay. Alright, well, you enjoy that. We'll leave you alone now. We had our fun. Alright. Here's the tea that acts like an old woman. This is my Ceratogeras brachycephalus, the greater horned baboon. And, she's just acting all weird all the time, you know. She's not crazy like she used to be. She used to be a definite no-nonsense tarantula. Of course, I'm still not going to handle her or anything like that because they do have potent venom. Now, I used to be able to get this down here. I'm trying to get the water dish over there instead, but I'm not having a whole lot of luck. There, she can get water that way. Okay, but yeah, she used to act like a typical baboon tarantula. She used to burrow herself down there all the time, web it up. She used to be highly defensive. She used to be really fast. Now she acts like she's arboreal, and it's not like my substrate's wet. They like it dry. And, you know, she's always hanging on the glass, you know, or almost dragging, you know. And I keep thinking, well, maybe she's in pre-molt. You know, her abdomen looks a little big and a little bit dark, maybe. But, you know, with old worlds, it's a little harder to tell. I don't know, though. I don't know how old she is. You know, I got her when she was, I think she's only molted once for me, maybe. So, she's probably up there in years as far as the Ceratogeras go. But, yeah. I mean, see that? I'm wondering if there's something wrong with her legs. See, she's still got a little bit of spunk in her because, see, she turned around. But see, I've been wondering if something's going on with her back legs, see? It's like that one seems kind of bent. I don't know. See, she just walks funny. So, I don't know. Anyway, she's just not really into eating these days either, so maybe she is getting old. I don't know. But anyway, I gave her plenty of water, so we'll just let her be. Alright, we'll move on. I wanted you to see how my Somopoeis erminia is holding out in her new home, and she seems really happy. This is the wet side of her enclosure, and it's the dry side. But right now, I mean, she likes to climb on her wood, but she also likes to hide, you know, at the bottom there. So I'm going to offer her, let's see, some crickets here. See if she'd like that to eat. That is, if I have any crickets left. I think, oh, there's one. Let's see if she might want that. Oh yeah, I should say so. That might be all of the crickets. Let's see. Oh, I think there's one more, but we'll leave it at that. Alright. She's doing great. She's beautiful as ever. Alright. Sambopoecerminia, Venezuelan sun tiger. Next. Here's my Cerebpachypus lividus, the cobalt blue. Used to be called the Haplopalma lividum. You may recall in the last video of her, she did not appreciate me trying to retrieve the cricket out of her enclosure, out of her burrow here. So she actually did some redoing of her burrow. So now she's even deeper down there. So, unfortunately, we're not going to see her very well. And I don't want to mess it up after annoying her so much last time, so. But it looks like she's at least interested, and I think she grabbed it. So, yeah. Yeah, she did. She grabbed it. I'm sorry you can't see her very well. But, I don't want to make her mad again. Alright, we'll move on. Here is my larger Ephobopus murinus, the skeleton at the entrance of her burrow. And let's see if she would like a super. Along with her substrate. Yeah, I'd say she really wanted that. Okay, her substrate's more damp than I thought it was. It's got some dry spots, but it's pretty damp through here, so she's okay. They like it on the damp side. But you know what, I think I will go ahead and add a little more. Still not as damp as I would like it to be. Just a little bit. And we'll have to get her some more bottled water here. But yep, she readily took that. Awesome. Alright, moving on. This is my Euophlus species blue, the blue femur. I'm wondering if this one might be in pre-molt. But I'm going to offer it to a mealworm and see if it takes it. This one's normally a very good eater, so if it doesn't take it, then I'm thinking it might be in pre-molt. The abdomen does look a little dark. And I do think this is a boy, so it would be probably due for a molt since they're faster growers than the females, so. Yeah, normally it would have taken that readily. But, doing really well, as you can see. Topped off the water dish, but I think I'll add just a little bit more humidity and we'll be good to go. Alright, next. And here's my smaller Brachypelma abopilosum, the Honduran curly hair. And let's see if she would like a mealworm. She looks pretty plump and a little dark. Might be having another molting season pretty soon. But she's not, she's sometimes hesitant to grab her food. No, she doesn't want it. Okay. Alright, well, she's doing great. Alright, I think we have 4 teas left. Alright, stay tuned. Here is my Theraphosa alpophysis, the Goliath pinkfoot, and I'm going to offer her a super. Oh yeah, I figured she'd eat because it looked like she was hunting for food yesterday. I'll give, yeah, she's not that huge, so that one large one should suffice with her. But doing great. All right, next. These you won't see on feeding, but both of these are my Hypolopus species pumpkin patch, and let's see, where's the, there it is right there. Here's one. Well, camera's a little blurry, but it is alive and well. Very tiny, just 1/8 of an inch. So I'm just going to give them a pinhead. And then this one is right there at the top. Again, I'm sorry, it's not coming out too well, but just blurry a little bit. But yeah, I'm just going to give them some pinheads, and, well, a pinhead each, real tiny ones, and give them a drop of water or two, and that should be good. Alright, 1 tea left. Well, I was hoping to save the best for last. This is my Theraphosa sturmey, the burgundy Goliath bird eater, but she's just not willing to come out right now. I had to remove her mat in front of her entrance to her cave because it had gotten a little moldy, so I think that probably spooked her, and now she's all the way in the back of her cave, so she's not taking any food right now, so I may just have to feature her in another video. She deserves a video all on her own. Alright, well, let's check on my hermit crabs for those of you who are into that sort of thing. Hermit crabs are doing well. The humidity is like 75%, which is what we want. The temp, if I can even see that from here, looks to be about pretty close to that, 70 something, 75. So we got a good there. Got a pile of shells there. I have one that's burrowed there. Food, another shell, salt water, fresh water, more food, more empty shells. There's a hermit crab right there. She's the one that's the most sociable of all of them. And then, well, it's interesting how they've lined up here. Let's see, is there one up there? Okay, so I've named them all. Well, I don't think I've named all of them, actually. That one is Joshua, because in the Bible Joshua was very courageous, and that one's courageous. Let's see which one. I think this one's Tarzan, because this one likes to climb all the time like a monkey. This is one I haven't named yet. This one's Goliath, because it's my biggest one. That one's Jaws, because that one's always got its pincher open. This one back here I haven't named. And that one back there is Ginger. So, because she's has a lot of red on her. Kind of auburn red. But anyway. But they're doing great, and it's kind of cool how they've just, look at that. So, anyway, I'm going to put this back on them and let them be in peace. Alright. Thanks, guys, for watching. Stay tuned for more later.